This should be interesting. So today's video is called Why I Love Politics. And my chair is squeaking as fuck. Uh, the reason why I love politics, and this is just kind of basic, and most of my friends know it, and most of my friends always talk about it, I suppose. Now loads of people talk about it, I suppose. If you don't know me, loads of people would. Well, people that don't know me wouldn't talk about it because they wouldn't have a clue what I'm talking about. But if you haven't noticed on my channel, just scroll down, about 50, maybe 50, 100 political videos in the last few months. But the reason why I kind of love politics since I was about 6, 7, maybe 8, well, probably around 8, about 8, that's 8 or 7, again, is because when I was kind of growing up, the whole country was kind of, was doing okay. I mean, we could afford things. That's the thing. That's the thing about it. The country could afford hospitals and all that. We were building loads of houses and everything was great. And then the crash happened, and I do remember that it was bad times because loads of people were bankrupt, and good God, the amount of people that lost their houses and homes because of that. And the reason why I love politics is just because it's not because of that, but I always think that I could do better. I know we all think we could do better than politicians because everybody thinks they just argue all the time, but it's not about arguing. You're elected by the people, so the people vote you in because they think you'll be able to do something for them, not there to argue with other people. You're there to go and get what the people want. So say somebody wants a new house, you go to the council, you go to Dáil Éireann and you go, no, well, not, you don't really go to Dáil Éireann about somebody wants in the house. But you go to the council and you're like, hey, you have to get this person a house or I'll break your face. But that would be the way I react. If they said, no, he's not getting a house. And I'd be like, I'll break your face. That'd be the type of my politics. If I don't get what I want to go after you. But anyway, that's kind of like Sinn Féin, but don't worry. And I'm going to get a bomb in the post tomorrow, don't worry. What was I going to say? I keep forgetting what I'm going to say. Like, the way I kind of walk, I would be a political master, to be honest. I'd be very good in talking to politicians. Like I would smooth talk them into it, or if I didn't want to smooth talk to them, I knock it out of them. Because the hardest thing about politics is getting somebody to say yes or no, a minister or a TD to say yes, I done this, no, we didn't do this. It's so hard because they're so negative and they just talk shite for about an hour before they even say yes or no. It's just ridiculous. Like Frances Fitzgerald at the time with the guards' corruption. She just literally wouldn't fucking say boo about it. She would just literally stand there looking at them, which was rubbish, and no wonder we got rid of us tarnished though. But then again, I was never fond of her anyway, so fuck on her. But I do like politics. I always watched, when I was a young child, I suppose, growing up, my cousins would have been very big influence on me, so they would be kind of very nationalist, Republican, freedom fighter, rebel, all that kind of thing. So I be kind of the same. I kind of got their genes, and I be kind of the same. But I wouldn't be the biggest fighter like they are. Like I wouldn't pick up I wouldn't go nuts and start killing everybody. But if it did come to it, they probably kill everybody to get what they want. But I'd be kind of different. I would use political means as far as I could. I mean, if it does come to war between Ireland and you know who, but hopefully, please God, it will never come to that because we a lot of people dead and all that. But I do like politics because I always think, and this is what I always think, but it's easy me saying it now, but I'm not in Dáil Éireann or I'm not in the government. But truthfully, I'm not there for the money. You get loads of money as a government minister or government TD. I'm not there for the money. I'm not even bothered to even think about money. As long as I'm there to help people and get people off the streets who's living on the streets and get them into a house, and any kind of house, even a tent, at least to be happy enough in the tent. Because I just know what people lying in the street looks. It's just terrible. Terrible people lying in the street. And it's nearly all to do with the banks because they were bankrupt during the whole country being bankrupt and they ended up losing their house and everything and all that happened. And loads of companies were bankrupt too. But I would be such a great president. I think so. Oh, Taoiseach. I would be so good of a president. Taoiseach. Taoiseach is our prime minister for anybody who doesn't know. Or whatever he's called. So chieftain in Irish should be the word for Taoiseach. So yeah, if America, just to kind of put it in perspective, chieftain in America would be probably the head of a tribe, but he kind of the same over here. He's our chief, he's our commander. So in other words, but nobody takes orders from him now. But I think I would do a lot better. I actually would do a lot better. Because the thing about me is I'm very, very fair. If you have an idea on how to run the country, and I would literally listen to you. I wouldn't push it to one side and say, "Oh no, I know everything." I would literally hear you out first, and I'd be like, "I might think about it," and then I'd be like, "Oh no, it's not the best." So I would literally hear you out. That's one thing for sure. And I give what the people want. As simple as that. I actually would. If somebody wanted the new hospital, by God, I give up nearly my wage. My whole wage is to get that hospital for them. I would literally argue and argue and argue to get that hospital. I would literally do so much. I would literally chain myself to that's the house literally to probably even get the hospital. If somebody wanted it, I'd be I'd be one of them type of politicians. I wouldn't back down. I'd be like, I'm getting this, and if you don't like it, you can get rid of me, or you can kill me, or whatever you want to do, or put me in prison. But I'm getting this, and you can't stop me. That'd be the type of me. I would never give up against the politician, and I never have. And I've been in very big political discussions with politicians and giving out to them and all that, but I never stood down for them. I never was like, oh, I'm going to stand down because the cops here. Oh, fuck them anyway. I'm going to give out to them. That's kind of the type of me. Unless there's an overwhelming amount of cops there. It's just, you're not going to really get off with it, roll on the head of them. But a few times there's good political discussions I had with a few politicians on the street. I was like, I'm not fucking voting for you, you bollocks. You've never done anything for me. And then he'd tell me, what do you do? And there was one person I remember, I was saying, I'm not voting for you now, you never done anything for this country. And then he was telling me, he said, fine, don't vote for me, but just hear me out. And I was like, okay, I hear you out. I never heard a politician saying, just hear me out, please. And he was like, I do this, I promise I do this, and if I don't do this in about a month or two, then the people of Cavan, who's going to vote me in, can get rid of me. I leave, I resign, if I don't do this. And he done it. He said he was going to get better park resources for parks in the county, more clean-ups and all that for the parks, and more different things, swings and all that, and he done it. He got it for all the parks in Cavan. He done, and I have to say that he was down to his word. He said it to me, and I was like, I don't believe you at the time, but he done it, and I was like, oh God, I'm voting for this fellow again, because I was like, he done what he said what he was going to do, and he done it. That's what I like. He said he was going to do it. He was like, you have to vote for me. I do this and I do that, and nearly everything he said he'd do, and he done. So so he was a good politician. I have to say, and he's still a good politician to this day. So yeah, now I kind of blabbered on for a long time about politics. I kind of get too much hyper into this politics. I'm absolutely going nuts because I love talking about politics. I hope everybody understands that it's kind of the best thing ever to me. Democratic politics, and not fascist politics or communist politics. But some people like Alan Brady likes communist politics. I know. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.